Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Throwback Thursday, and I am really excited for this particular episode of Throwback Thursday because this is the oldest box that I've ever opened and also the most expensive. It is a 1980 Topps authenticated sealed box from a case. Take a look at this. You can see there's 15 cards in every pack. Back then, it was only 25 cents to buy a pack of cards. Now, these packs are obviously much, much more expensive. The best card you can find in this set is the Rickey Henderson Rookie Card. And recently, on April 14th of this year, a PSA 10 Rickey Henderson Rookie Card sold for over $25,000 on eBay. So that's what we're looking for. A $25,000 card. So I've got the one touches ready to go. I just want to show you the box because a lot of us have never even seen an unopened box of these. I mean, I've never seen an unopened box of these. These cards came out before I was even born. I was born in the fall of 1980, so these were all already on the shelves by then. There's the bottom, as you see. It's been authenticated by the Baseball Card Exchange. They are the leading experts in authenticating old wax boxes, and it's really, really tough to find one from a sealed case. You can usually pick up a box of these for around $2,000 or so on eBay. From a sealed case, you're going to pay a little bit more. I think you can buy one right now for $2,500 on eBay. So it's not cheap, but the reward is worth it if you pull that Rickey Henderson Rookie Card. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open up all these packs. I'm going to keep it a continuous video. I'm just going to keep it rolling. No cuts. So sometimes I cough and stuff and I have to edit it out, but we're just going to keep rolling. So I'm sorry if I have a coughing fit. I might edit the sound, but I'm going to keep it on the video so you can see that there was no pack switching or any of that. So this box will stay in the video the entire time. I didn't want to live stream this one just in case sometimes the internet can go a little spotty and it can cut out or the YouTube app can crash and stuff like that. And I did not want to have any issues with that, so I just figured I would just make a standalone video. So here we go. Here are all of the people that bought different packs. Like Michael Ski has the first pack all the way down to pack number 36. I've got my top loaders ready to go. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Gonna just be careful with it here. Don't want to damage the box. This box is in really nice shape. As I said, it came from a sealed case, so it hasn't been bounced around from place to place, from collection to collection. It hasn't been sitting in people's closets and falling down off the shelf and having to weather the storm when people move and stuff and be bouncing around in a moving box. This has been in a sealed case its entire life until it was taken out. And whenever they authenticate sealed cases at the Baseball Card Exchange, they actually have to see the case being opened so that we know for sure that this has never ever been tampered with, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Oh, check that out. Check out those packs. 15 cards per pack, one stick of gum. Beautiful packs. There's no year on it. Usually the packs for Topps all throughout the 80s have the year in the corner. This is like an old school looking pack, and check that out. You could win an autographed baseball back in the day. All you had to do was send 50 cents postage, it looks like. I think that's what it says. Check your money order, and you could get a facsimile baseball. That's pretty awesome. There's the year 1980 Topps. So let's go, and let's start this up. I got my penny sleeves ready. I've got my top loaders ready, and I've got the one touches ready to go for the Rickey Henderson. Heart's beating pretty fast. I've never opened a pack of these in my life. First ever pack. This is for Michael S. Michael, I hope we find that Rickey Henderson. If not, I hope we at least find you a Hall of Famer, or maybe a Nolan Ryan goes for a lot also. Check it out. Our first look. That back card does have some wax on it, of course. We got a Joe Cannon as our first one. And these cards do look pretty sharp. I'm always a little bit wary getting the first card off the top of the pack, but as I said before, it's from a sealed case, so that is good. We got a Billy Smith, Bob Randall, John Curtis. Then we have an Earl Weaver Orioles team card, Robin Yount. Robin Yount, Hall of Famer. That is a nice one. Centering, it looks pretty good on that. Maybe about 40, 60. 3,000 hit club. Then we have a rookie card coming up here. Not the rookie card we wanted, though. Astros Future Stars. None of these guys really made it very big. They look like they should be working in an office somewhere. Bruce Keeson, and your last card is Jim Fregosi. Now, sometimes if you get even the commons, if you get those graded and those come out to a 10, even those are worth a good bit of money. So that is our first pack. You can check out the back. This is what the backs of the cards look like. Pretty cool. I love the backs of these. I like how they have a little comic there. I love how they put the entire Major League record for batting or pitching. They have their bio down there, and they also have some highlights from their career or season. That is super nice. Michael, thank you for buying into this. These are your cards. And Michael's in here a couple more times, so let's I really hope we pull a Rickey Henderson. We ran some numbers, and it's about a 67% chance of pulling a Rickey Henderson. So we're on pack 2 right now, by the way. Michael is up again. 67% chance of pulling a Rickey from the box, and it looks like we're getting very similar cards here, which, I mean, does happen from time to time. We got a Ken Landreau again. A couple different ones in here. Well, did we get a Ken Force last time? I can't remember. Almost the same pack there. A little bit different. Ron Davis, Jerry Narin, Warren Brewster, Bombo Rivera, Jim Mason, Terry Crowley, and Manny Mota. Manny Mota was a star back in the day. I remember his cards were usually in the Archive Signature Series. So that's pack number 2 in the books for Michael. And by the way, check out the gum. The gum was a little bit bigger back in 1980. This gum, it's broken in half, I guess. But you can see it's a little bit thicker. And there's no way I'm going to try to eat that. My brother might try it, but I am not going to try it. All right, pack 3. This is for Tim M. Tim, let's hope you find the Rickey. We've got a Mike Vail on top. I don't know. Fahey, I've never heard of him. Paul Molitor. Paul Molitor's a Hall of Famer. That's a good one. Buddy Bell is another pretty good one. He had a nice career. Paul Molitor's the more valuable of the 2 cards, though. Rupert Jones. Doyle Alexander with the Rangers. This is pretty awesome. These cards are, I mean, check out the corners on these. These cards are sharp. Then we got going the other way here. Dale Murray. Rick Auerbach. Tigers with Sparky Anderson. Ed Figueroa. Rick Sutcliffe. And Laren LeGrau. Jim Morrison. So 3 packs down. Still no Rickey. And also still no Nolan, but hopefully we'll get one of them. It's going to wake our way. We're going to make our way through each layer here as we work our way down to the bottom. 36 packs per box. This one, stick of gum is still intact. John A is up. Pack number 4. Jesse Jefferson is on the top. Dave LaRoche, that's Adam LaRoche's dad. Also, Andy LaRoche played in the majors for a little while. Adam was more successful. Kind of retired abruptly when he was told that his son was not really welcome around the clubhouse anymore. His son Drake. I remember Drake would always be out there shagging fly balls during batting practice. All right, Ted Cox, he looks like he's about 15 years old. Hector Cruz, Jim Sundberg, Dan Briggs, Joe Sambito, and Ron Say. Ron Say had a nice career from the Dodgers. So that's John A's pack, and John A's a big Yankees fan, so I'm sure he would love to get a Rickey Henderson. As you know, Rickey Henderson spent some years with the Yanks. Rickey Henderson bounced around to a few different teams. Most people remember him for his time with the Oakland Athletics. Eric P. is up now. Let's see what we can do for Eric. And John A's got another chance coming up in a bit. Try to get that gum off the back. All right, let's see what we have in this pack. We've got some commons. Another common, Glenn Borgman, Denny Walling, Kip Young, Tim Blackwell, Paul Mitchell. Got to flip it around here. Chet Lemon, pretty good career. Tom Brookins. Jamie Quirk. We got a rookie card here of Rodney Craig, Rafael Vasquez. Nothing really great on there. Ted Simmons, all-star card. And Frank Rosselli, another guy that I've not heard of. So those are Eric's cards. James L. is up now. James L., I believe, has a couple spots. Pack number 6. Really, really hope that we can find that Rickey. Oh, man, I'm just thinking about what if the gum is sticking to the Henderson. That one, look how dusty that is. Look at that dust just coming right off of there. Just thinking if there's wax or gum on that Rickey, I am going to be heartbroken. All right, wipe that dust off my hands there. All right, this is pack number 6. We got a Ray Fosse. Ray Fosse was a great catcher. He had his career kind of knocked off the rails there when Pete Rose bowled him over in the All-Star game. Another Denny Walling. Got a Don Baylor. He's a really good player back in the day. Neil Allen. Dave Winfield All-Star card. That's a nice one. Dave Winfield. Maybe a little bit of a printing snafu there with a couple little blue dots, but that's what happens from time to time in this era. Steve Renko and Doug Rau. Never heard of him before. So that's James pack. Got a Winfield in there. Michael S. Now we had 2 Michael S's in this box for Throwback Thursday. And then I realized that, so we got Michael S. and Michael Ski. So once I realized there was 2 Michael S's, I put Michael Ski to differentiate between the 2. But you have pack number 7. We have an Oakland A with some wax on them. Luckily, it's not the Rickey. I mean, even if it was Rickey, that would be pretty cool, just to be able to pull the Rickey out of the pack. Get that gum off the back. It's like almost like this gum is almost like gray in color. It's not pink. I don't know if anyone would want to try to eat some, what is it now, 39-year-old gum. That would not be good. Manny Sanguian from the Buccos. That's a pretty decent one. Ron LaFleur. Dwight Evans is a pretty good one. That card goes for a good bit. In graded condition. In fact, a lot of these common cards, as we think of them, if you get them graded and they come out to 9 or 10, there's people that put together this set in mint condition and would love to buy that. Ken Oberkfell played for the Pirates a bit in the late 80s. I remember him. Used to hate his mustache. Tug McGraw. Got some rookie cards here. Future Stars. Unfortunately, nobody that great on that card. Got a Twins team card. Dave Parker had a really good career for the Buccos. And our last card is one of those darn checklists. But there are some people out there that do like the checklists. So Michael, 7th pack is in the book. John A is back up. Trying to break the wax seal slowly and carefully. Try to take them out of the packs as carefully and slowly as possible also. And also remove the gum from the back as gently as I can. Because it's not that bad. This is what the back looks like after the gum. You can see that obviously this box was not subjected to moisture at any time, because usually boxes that go in a basement or maybe like a wet garage, they always have like they bleed through and it's like a really dark stain on there. But these, this is really, really dry. So whoever had this case, this box, took really, really good care of it. I don't know where they kept it at, obviously, but obviously there was no moisture, which is nice. Another Ray Fosse. Dale Murphy. That's Dale Murphy's, 3rd year card or so. His rookie card is 1977, and that's a nice-looking Dale Murphy for John A. Some people love Dale Murphy. He was on a Hall of Fame track for many years. I saw the ON there for a second on that next card, but it's Dave Hamilton. I saw the little bit of the green for the A's team name there, and then I saw the ON and got a little bit excited. Larry Wolf. Larry McWilliams, Len Barker, Juan something or other. We got a team card for the Braves with Bobby Cox on there and Greg Gross. So that is pack number 8 for John. All right, next up, pack 9. So 8 packs down. This is our 9th pack, so we're about 25% of the way done. Still plenty of time to find a Nolan or Rickey. Let's see what we can do. Ray Fosse for the 3rd time. Too bad Ray Fosse's card wasn't worth a ton of money. Ray Fosse. Dale Murphy again. It's a good one. Oh, I got a little bit worried there. It's that same one again. Dave Hamilton keeps faking me out. Because you can tell if it's going to be a Rickey Henderson, it's going to have that little green banner, and you're going to see the N on the end of his name. Alan Trammell is a nice one. Alan Trammell, his rookie card is 1978, so an early Alan Trammell card in pristine condition. I mean, check out those corners. This is beautiful. The center is also really nice on this card. Alan Trammell. Tony Scott, Dave LaRoche again, Jim Norris. 792 cards in the set, as were most Topps releases from this time period throughout the 80s. Jerry Don Gleaton was probably the best one out of these 3. Larry Bittner. Roland Office, never heard of him. Barry Foote. Milt Wilcox, and another rookie card. I'm not sure who would probably be the best out of those 3. Not really valuable at all. A little bit of a stray stain there on the Ray Fosse. All right, so that's pack number 9. Number 10 for John. Here we go. Looking for Rickey. Sorry if I'm being a little bit more slow and deliberate than usual, but usually I can get through a wax box in about 20 minutes on a Throwback Thursday. I see we're already at about 16 minutes in. But I want to take my time on this because this is a pretty important box break here. We got Dale Murphy for the 3rd time. I really wish we had 3 Rickey Hendersons. I brought down 3 one touches for Rickey. Tony Scott. By the way, there's only 24 Rickey Hendersons in existence that got PSA 10s. The majority of them are PSA 7s or 8s. You can look that info up on the PSA website. Gene Richards. Looks like he should be in a Geico commercial. Remember for those like caveman ones? I mean, he's like really let his facial hair go there. Jim Wright. Bruce Boisclair, or I don't even know how to say it. Roy Smalley. Eric Wilkins and Ross Baumgarten from the White Sox. A little bit of a printing snafu for the Topps company there at the bottom right. 10 packs in the book. Still no Rickey. There's my cough that I usually would edit out. Michael Ski is up again. Look, you can get a sports card locker. I didn't even realize that they had different prizes on the back of these. It's pretty cool. I did see the baseball one. These card lockers were pretty cool. I had one when I was growing up. I recently picked one up at a antique mall, probably about 2 months ago. Still sitting down here. It's actually right behind me. But I'm not going to go get it right now. Michael S. Here we go. Let's see what we can get for you. Get that gum out of the way. Frank White. I used to have this card as a kid. Frank White, second baseman there for the Royals. Pretty solid player. Tom Underwood. Hey, Ozzie Smith. That's like I'd say the 3rd best card in the set. 2nd year card, Ozzie Smith. Really nice. I'm pumped about that one. Ozzie Smith. His rookie card, of course, is 1979 Topps, which is on my radar for future Throwback Thursday. Try to find his rookie. That's another super valuable one. Let's check out the condition of this one. Ozzie Smith. Really nice. The centering is pretty good on this card. Love that one a lot. Good old Ozzie Smith. Some people always get really mad at me whenever I do a break and I kind of gloss over Ozzie Smith from like 1990 or whatever. But that is a sweet card. I'm not sure what that goes for PSA graded, but I would bet if you got it graded like a PSA 9 or so, it would be worth at least, I don't know, $80 or so. All right, so that was a pretty good one. I like that one a lot. Let's keep going through the pack. We got Dodgers future star there, Bucky Dent, or as Red Sox fans call him, Bucky freaking Dent. Rick Honeycutt. Dick Hauser, Jose Cardinal, and Fred Lynn, Keith Hernandez batting leaders. Keith Hernandez has a hickey on his neck there in that picture, it looks like. I don't know why he wouldn't try to get them to take another angle of him, but he won the Most Valuable Player Award in 1979, sharing it with Willie Stargell. Check this out, a Johnny Bench. Very nice pack. That is a really good pack. Ozzie Smith and now a Johnny Bench on the back. The only bad news about this is that it was the last card of the pack, so the back did get a little bit of gum on it. However, you can't even really tell because that gum was so dry. So, I mean, I can feel a little bit of texture of gum residue on there, but you can't see it really at all, which is nice. So that works out for us. And Johnny Bench, arguably the greatest catcher of all time. I know a lot of Reds fans would definitely say so. Really nice looking card, Johnny Bench. Centering is pretty good so far in this box. Some boxes, especially like 1979, for whatever reason, anytime I go and find like Ozzie Smith or whatever, it's just like a complete, I don't even know. Really off center and everything, and it's just awful. All right, so I'm just going to take a minute here and catch my bearings here. I think that was Michael's pack, I want to say. Pack number 11. Want to make sure that I have everything straight. All right, so this would be pack number 12, John Jay. It's not my brother, John Jay. My brother spells his name with an N instead of an H in there, Jon. Pack number 12. Got a little bit discombobulated by that nice pack with the Ozzie Smith and Johnny Bench. Started sleeving cards up and forgot what pack I was on. So here we go. Johnny Grubb, Jim Barr, Larry, Ron Hodges, Rick Cerone. Andre Dawson is a nice one. Andre Dawson's rookie was what, 1977? So this is another early Andre Dawson card there. Check him out. Nicknamed the Hawk. That's a nice one. Tony Armas, Preston Hanna. Oh, here we go. Here's this guy again. If you've been around the channel for at least a month or so, this guy's been haunting me. John Wathan. So I don't know if that's a curse or a sign of good things to come, but the story just goes back to a box of 1981 Donruss that I picked up for a Throwback Thursday, and there was a John Wathan card in every pack. In fact, some cards had 3 John Wathan cards in there, and it was just a nightmare. Don Gullett, Jim Wolford, Jim Spencer, Terry Forster, Bob Welch, and Cubs team card for John Jay. All right, so now we're on pack number 13. I don't know if this is going to be lucky or not, but I hope it's lucky for Eric S. Pack number 13. Here we go. Got a Mike Lacrosse on the back. Try to get this gum off in one piece. I don't know why it would matter, but got a Mike Lacrosse, Mickey Rivers, Tony Armas, Preston Hanna, Andre Thornton, Jim Todd, Pedro Borbon, Jim Palmer. That's a good one. In fact, I think a PSA 10 Jim Palmer just went for like, I want to say like $700 or $800 or something like that. Something crazy like that. So that is a really, really good one. Tom Griffin, Frank Tavares, Goose Gossage. There's a little bit of a blemish in that card right there on that hat. I don't know where that came from, unfortunately. Sometimes that would happen with cards. Have some kind of defect. Bill Atkinson is the last one for Eric S. So that was pack number 13. Next up we have James S. with pack number 14. Oh, look, you get an autographed baseball. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if that's the same thing I pointed out or not, but it's one of those stamped ones, obviously. 50 cents, I'm not going to send you a real autographed baseball. I know that sometimes when I take the gum off in some cards, it takes off a little piece of the card with it, but not with this, luckily. So really, really happy about that. Willie Wilson, great leadoff hitter. Andre Thornton, Tim McCarver, Dave Tobick, Davis. Then we have Daryl Knowles, Rick Manning, Eric Rasmussen, Mickey Lolich. Pretty good pitcher back in the day, Randy Neiman. Jose Cruz, and Willie Hernandez for James. So that's 14 packs down. Almost halfway through the box. Box number 15. I start to get nervous here. I really want to pull that Henderson. I know most of you want to see it pulled too, or probably wouldn't be watching. We got Dale Alston with a little printing issue there. Joe Strain, Kevin Bell, Fergie Jenkins, Hall of Famer. That's a good one. Fergie, notice, really, really good shape. Check out those sharp corners. Love it. Love it very much. Fergie Jenkins. And then we have this guy. I've never heard of him. Bob Horner, Don Robinson, Kiko Garcia, some other common. Then we have some future stars from the Tigers. A lot of those guys didn't pan out in this set, obviously, as we really haven't seen any decent future stars that really actually went on to even be stars. I mean, they might have gone on to be a future star in something else, maybe like carpentry or accounting or something like that, but definitely not in baseball. Here is our next pack. Hear that gum coming off. That's actually really satisfying to take that gum off and have it just not damage the card, because every time I open a pack, it seems whenever the gum comes off the back, it's stained or takes a piece of the card off with it. All right, this is pack number 16. Grant Jackson, John Denny, Steve Kemp. Oh, this is nice. George Brett. This card, I want to say PSA 10. There's a few of them that just went for about $500, and this is in really, really, really good shape. Check it out. You'll have to go to recently sold listings and type in George Brett PSA 10 if you don't believe me, but that is a sweet card. Very, very gradable. Put that off to the side there before we get through the rest of these. Dan Briggs. Definitely want to get that one protected from the elements. Not like we're outside or anything, but at least sleeve it up, and then I'll top load it for you. But that is a nice card. George Brett, All-Star. His rookie card is 1975 tops, and I've been looking at boxes of 1975 tops, but unfortunately, the farther we go back in the 70s, the price rises exponentially. Like, we're talking not a couple $1,000s. It's like tens of thousands of dollars for some of these wax boxes. All right, Eric P., you are up now, taking the 17th pack that I've pulled. So we are officially halfway through. We've pulled Ozzie Smith, George Brett. Still looking for Henderson and Nolan Ryan. All right, deep breath. Here we go. Grant Jackson again. Rick Williams. Hey, there's Nolan Ryan. There he is. There he is, Nolan Ryan. I kid you not. This card graded at 10 sold for like $2,000. Don't believe me. I mean, usually I would like throw it up on the screen for you to look at, but as I said, I'm going straight through, no cuts in the video. Oh, crap. Sorry, Eric. I don't know if you can see the small defect there. There's a little bit of ink down there, as we've seen with some of the cards before, so it's probably not going to get a 10, unfortunately, but still a really sweet card, Nolan Ryan. That's the first time we've seen that one, so hopefully that means that maybe the Henderson is lurking right on after him. I don't know if any of you guys were around in the 80s and opening cards, but a lot of times you could predict what card was coming up next just by looking at the card in front of it. So Nolan Ryan, there's the back. Very, very nice card, if only for not that stupid little ink blotch there. Still, really nice. Nolan Ryan, that's the best card. So we got the second best card, the third best card. I'd say George Brett is probably like maybe like third or tied for third or fourth best card. The rest of the cards in that pack still have a shot at a Rickey. Steve Garvey, not too shabby. Vaughn Joshua. We got a highlights there of Manny Mota. Already pulled his base card. I got a little excited because I could tell it was an A's player, but it's this guy, Larry Murray and Cecil Cooper. So, Eric, you got a Nolan Ryan. That's pretty sweet. I think Eric might be in there again. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. But next up, we got Dan E. with pack number 18. Oh, now we're halfway through. My math was all off. I think we were halfway through like 2 packs ago, but I forgot there's 36 packs in the box. I don't know what I was doing there. So don't rip me in the comments. I caught my mistake. Here we go. Pack 18. Halfway through the box. Willie Stargell, Hall of Famer. That's a nice one. Pops, Willie Stargell. He won the... And look at this! Nolan Ryan's right after him! How about that? That Nolan Ryan is sweet, too. Check it out. Nolan Ryan. I'm not kidding you guys about that grading out at a 10 being worth $2,000+. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to have to one-touch that one. That one looks pretty good. That was really nice. Willie Stargell. I was like, yeah, this is a good pack. We got Willie Stargell, and then right after him, boom, you got the Nolan. So we're going to one-touch this bad boy. If we get 3 Rickey Hendersons, then Nolan's going to lose his one-touch to Rickey, but might as well make sure this card stays safe and sound just in case Dan wants to get it graded, see what it comes out at. But you can see there's the Nolan right there. Sharp, sharp corners. A little indentation right there. I don't know if that's going to... it might not be a 10 because of that crap. But still, really, really sweet Nolan Ryan card. Love that card. So, is Rickey going to be in this pack too? I don't know. I hope he is. I really, really do. There's another one of these printing issues. Seems to happen with maybe like 1 card per pack. Hopefully our Rickey's not like that. If he's in here, future stars. For some reason, Henderson's not on there. Mike Morgan had a good career, though. I don't know if I would consider him to be a star, but he was definitely a serviceable pitcher. Bounced around, played. I think he played with a record amount of teams. I forget how many teams he played with, but I think he had the record for a while there. I don't know if it was like 12, 13 teams, but he was definitely kind of a journeyman. Pack 19, we have Jeffrey. Here we go, Jeffrey. Got 2 Nolan Ryans. An Ozzie Smith, George Brett. Where's our Rickey? Come on, Rickey. If we don't find you, we're going to have to do another box of these at some point. All right, we got Dave Cash, Ron Jackson. So you can always tell the A's, for some reason, it has the blue border, the green banner. It's not what we wanted. Mario Mendoza. Mario Mendoza. You've probably heard that word before. The Mendoza line. Look at those batting averages. If you hit 200, that was the Mendoza line. You can see his career average there was 201. So that is what is known as the Mendoza line, that 200 batting average. If you ever hear someone say he's hitting below the Mendoza line, it means he is hitting below 200. And it was named after that guy, light-hitting infielder, Mario Mendoza. But he was a really good fielder. That's it for that pack for Jeffrey. Pack 19 is down. Now up, we got Jimmy D with pack number 20. Looks like, could we gone back here? A Phillies player, Bud Harrelson. Let's get that gum off there. Looks like maybe a team card on the back. Oh my God, excited for a second. But still, Gaylord Perry's a Hall of Famer, and that's a nice one. Anytime you see the blue and green, that's what we're looking for Rickey. Jerry Koosman, Jim Anderson, Darrell Evans, another decent card. That sells for pretty good if it's PSA graded. John Mayberry, Gene Garber, switch it around. Rudy May, Bernie Carbo. Pirates future stars. None of these guys ended up being stars at all. I don't even recognize any of those guys at all. And I'm a Pirate season ticket holder. Lou Whitaker, that's a good one. Lou Whitaker had a solid career. Probably should have got a little more consideration for the Hall of Fame. And then we got victory leaders, Joe and Phil Niekro, and also Mike Flanagan on there. Some really good pitchers. Of course, Phil Niekro's in the Hall of Fame. His brother Joe also had a really long, good career. Not quite Hall of Fame worthy, but still very, very decent. Pack 21, Jason D. Here we go. Pack 21. 21 to 36. Seems like we've probably gotten like every Athletics player so far except for Rickey. Whoops, I just dropped that gum. It didn't break. Bill Stein. Doug Bird. Scott Thompson. Switch it around. Look at Dale Berra. Nolan Ryan, strikeout leaders. J.R. Richard, that guy was nasty for the Astros back in the day. Nolan Ryan, though. Pretty nice one right there. Bill Lee, the spaceman Bill Lee. He was kind of an oddball, but he was a interesting character. And Bob Lacey. So that's 21. 22 is up now, and it is Kelly W's turn. Try to keep going in this kind of order. Sports card lockers on the back again. Try to do it without damaging the pack too much. Looks like we got similar pack. I think that Matt Kell, or whatever the heck his name is, was on the front of that last pack. And there's a Bobby Valentine. Looks like the sorter got a little nip of that card taken out. Doug Bear, Scott Thompson, Dave Skaggs, Mark Wagner, Jimmy, this guy. Reds team card, Mike Hargrove, and this guy, Wayne Nordhagen. Never heard of him either. 22's down. Now it's Michael's turn again. Michael Ski with pack 23. Let's see what we can get for Michael. Is that another Ray Fosse? No. How many Ray Fosses are we going to get? Get that piece of gum out of here. Probably should throw those away so my kids don't find them and try to eat them. Little kids will eat anything, but I really don't think that they would want that gum. You almost have to be a little bit crazy to eat that. Pat Kelly, he had an okay career, catcher. Charlie Huff, look at old Charlie Huff. That's back when he was actually kind of young. All the cards I always saw, Charlie Young back in the late 80s, he looked like he was about, 70 years old. Steve McCaddy, another future star card with nobody good on it. And Kent Colby, Teak, former Pirates closer. Spent a bunch of years with the Buccos before I think he ended up with the Phillies, and he might have played with the Reds also for a little bit. But he was a commentator for the Pirates. He used to do their post-game shows until he had some health problems. He had an actual heart transplant, but he's doing fine now, luckily. So that's great news. He always had nice insights after the Buccos games. Nice guy, too. He'd always stop and sign for whoever wanted his signature. All right, so next pack. This is John A. again. Is John A. going to get the Henderson? Is anyone going to get the Henderson? Is there even a Henderson in this box? Like I said before, 67% chance, so that means about 33% chance he's not in here. Mike Schmidt, Bobby Bonds, that's Barry's dad. And Mike Schmidt All-Star card. That's a nice one. I like that one. Mike Schmidt, of course, is a Hall of Famer. One of the greatest Phillies of all time, third baseman. Sweet-looking card. There's the back of it for all you Schmidt fans. Let's see what else we have in here. So that gives me hope seeing some different cards in there like Schmidt. John A's pack is in the books. John D's up now, pack number 25. Got to take them carefully off the bottom so they don't scrape against the side of the box. Get that gum on out of here. All right. Here we go. Don Hood. Dan Petrie. Highlights card of Pete Rose gets record 10th season of his career with 200 or more hits, on his way to becoming the all-time hit king with 4,256. Reggie Jackson. That's a good one. Reggie Jackson, the very last card of the pack, so that means some gum issues. But as you see, I can feel a little bit of gum texture residue on there, but you can't even, like, the eye appeal of this card, you can't even tell that it was a gum card per se. So really, really like that. Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, Hall of Famer. Very nice card. His rookie card is 1969 tops. Would love to do a box of those one of these days. Now Matt W. with number 26. Let's see what we can find here. Carlton Fisk is on the top. I mean, that's good and bad. It's good that we got a Carlton Fisk, but it's bad that it was on the top. Whenever it's on the top, you do get a little bit of wax. You can't really tell by looking at it unless you put it in the light. And now you can probably see a little bit of wax right there. Don Sutton, so two Hall of Famers. We're off to a good start. See if the Rickey's in this one. No, not yet. Chris Chambliss, Reggie Smith, Moose Haas. That's how Pittsburghers say the word house. Like, hey, you want to come in my house? It's called Pittsburghese. I don't talk like that. At least I don't think I do. Of course, I didn't grow up in Pittsburgh per se. I grew up out here where I live now, about an hour east of Pittsburgh. But whenever I go to Pirates games, you can really hear the Pittsburghese in full effect. Like, yeah, we got downtown about 4 o'clock today. Just the way people talk around here, I guess. Phil Garner. Raleigh Fingers, Hall of Famer. Mike Cubbage. We got a Mike Paxton. Another Future Star card. This is a good one. This is probably the best Future Star card that we've received so far. Mike Scott, who was an absolute beast with the Astros in the mid-'80s. Jesse Orosco hung around for a long time, too, and pitched for many, many years. Had a lot of success with his little sidearm delivery. That's a nice card. I like that one. Checklist. And Mike Norris, another A's player that we don't want. Not the A's player we're looking for. So pack 28, we're getting down to the bottom of the box here. We only have, I think 2 layers left. After this, it's 8 packs, and then that'll be it. Get that gum on out of here. Mark Fidrich, the bird Mark Fidrich. He came up and was outstanding his rookie year. Check that out. 250 innings pitched, 19-9 record with a 234 earned run average. And then had some injury issues after that. But his rookie year, he was absolutely lights out. And they called him the bird. He was kind of a character. Terry Kennedy, Rick Burleson, Mark Littell, Roy White, Charlie Spikes, Rod Carew. That's a good one also. I like that one. Rod Carew is a Hall of Famer. There he is with the Angels. And I used to have this card back as a kid, and I just love seeing the sharp corners on this card. I just love it. Centering is decent also. Very, very nice card. Rod Carew. Kind of cool how they put, if they were on the All-Star team, on the regular base card. In later years, Topps would kind of branch off and make 2 cards for players that made the All-Star team. They'd make their base card, and then they'd have like a special little All-Star subset and put them in there. All right, Linda is up. Legendary Linda. Let's see if we can pull the Rickey for her. She has had some very, very good success in case breaks. Maybe she'll get the Rickey. I don't know. I hope so. Trying to get those out of there as gently as possible. All right, here we go. Mike Easler, Gil Flores, Mike Parrott, Johnny LeMaster, Pete Rose. That's a good one. Good old Pete Rose. Very, very nice condition on that card. And the next one is a Gene Tennis. Bob Wilfong, Future Stars. Dan Quisenberry had a pretty good career. Not too shabby. Gary Matthews. Fred Kendall. Steve Mura. Lee Lacy, another Future Star card. None of those guys really made it. And Barry Bonnell, or Bonell, I don't know what who he is really. But Linda, thank you for buying into this break. Michael is back. Pack number 30. We're in the 30s. Only 6 packs left to go. Oh, boy. Here we go. Come on, Rickey. The tension is mounting here. At least for me. Phil Garner is the first one. Tim Johnson. Charlie Moore. Dave Roberts. Tim Foley. Phil Huffman. Jerry Royce, Steve Trout, Amos Otis, Gary Carter, Hall of Famer. That's a nice looking card. Again, really nice shape. Tough to find these cards in this good of condition. And Bobby Mercer, a lot of them. I mean, back then, kids would just take their cards and throw them in shoe boxes. they weren't as kind of cognizant about taking care of the cards like we are today. I mean, they didn't have team bags back then or penny sleeves or top loaders that they put in. People just, they put them in boxes, shoe boxes mostly. And if you have them in the shoe boxes and you're like, you know, carrying that box around or whatever, those cards shuffle around in there a little bit and those corners all get a little bit soft from that. So whenever I'm buying packs out and about, or not packs, but collections and lots and stuff, I never see 1980 Topps in this good a shape. Unfortunately, I would really love to see a Rickey Henderson 10 come out of here. This is, by the way, Steve B's pack. Steve, let's see what we can get for you. Eddie Murray. Very nice. Eddie Murray's rookie card is 1978, just 2 years before this one. Another Hall of Famer. Clint Hurdle, Pirates manager. Tom Hossman, Rodney Scott, Willie Randolph, very nice career. Paul Dade and Steve Swisher for Steve. We're down to 5 packs left, folks. Scott B. We've done it before. We've pulled cards with not very many packs left to go before. Let's hope we can have some of that bottom of the box magic come out of here. Fingers crossed. Scott, let's see what we can do for you here. Got Jason Thompson, Bob Gritch, Bob Watson, John Curtis with some printing issues, a little bit of ink smearing there. Obviously, it didn't dry the whole way before it went on down the line off the printer. Lance Parrish, Daryl Thomas. Greg Gross. No Rickey. Pack 33. James L. We're at the bottom of the box now. This is it. This is it. The last layer of the box. Kind of peeling this box back like an onion. Flip that to the side here. All right, we got Joe Nolan, Ron Reed, Paul Blair, some future stars there. Bruce Benedict played for a little while. I recognize that name. The other guys, probably not so much. Alan Ashby. And that is it for pack 33. Lisa D is up now. Pack number 34. Good luck, Lisa. All right, here we go. Gary Templeton. Willie McCovey, Hall of Famer. I used to have this card also as a kid. I didn't have a lot of 80 Topps, but I had a few of them, and I had the Carew, and I had this one, the Willie McCovey. I think I had the Nolan Ryan, too, but it wasn't in the greatest of shape. But this one is in pristine shape, so you people that love your condition have to be loving seeing those sharp corners on 1980 Topps. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Unfortunately, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous about not finding the Henderson. It does happen from time to time. We did a box of 89 Upper Deck and did not find the Griffey Jr. rookie. We did a box of 92 Bowman and did not find the Rivera. But, I mean, usually we do find the big chase card that we're after. But I bet you if we did all the math, it probably would be about 33% of the time we don't. So, James L is up. 2 packs left to go on this Throwback Thursday. Throwing it back to 1980, the year I was born. Looking for Rickey Henderson's rookie card. Growing up, I never had that card. I always wanted it, but never had it. Not until recently when I saw it out at a card store and flea market did I pick it up. I have a couple of it now, but it's not in the greatest of shape. But I just like having it. Oh, this guy again. John Wathen. Just seeing him in the box might have cursed it the first time. And after him, it's pretty much all commons. Cubs team cards. So that takes us to our final pack. Darren C. Darren C is one of my Patreon patrons. He's at the highest level. He usually buys into our Throwback Thursdays, at least one lot of them, and he's got one lot here. He's got the last pack. Back we did 1987 Fleer, we were looking for a Barry Bonds rookie card, and we went through the entire box without finding one until we had that last pack magic and pulled the Barry Bonds with like 2 cards left to go in the box. So I'm hoping that we can replicate that success right now and get that Rickey Henderson rookie card for Darren. So here we go. I don't know if I knock on wood. I don't know what to do here. Last pack of the box. You can see that the box is completely empty. There's no printed cards in there like they did with the mid to late 80s. They would print cards on the bottom to get people to, I don't know, I guess value the box more. Maybe put a little more value in each wax box. But nice empty wax box. Now that would make a nice display piece. Never owned a box of 80 tops. Darren, here we go, man. 15 picture cards, 1 stick of bubble gum. There's 15 cards inside. I really hope one of them is a Henderson. I mean, pulling the Nolan Ryan was pretty sweet. Like getting that one. 2 Nolan Ryans. George Brett. But I really wanted to get the Rickey Henderson. Well, we know it's not the back card. The back card is a checklist. So here we go. Mike Flanagan. Rick Dempsey. Butch Hobson. We need to see some green banner there. Randy Lurch. Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer. That's a good one. Jay Johnstone. Bump Willis. Greg Luzinski. We're down to the last half of the pack. Wayne Brewstar, Bombo Rivera, Jim Mason, Terry Crowley. I think we have, 3 cards left. Manny Mota, Cliff Johnson, and a checklist. We did not find the Rickey Henderson rookie card in this sealed box from the case. It was the 33% of the time where you are unlikely to find the card that you want. There's 792 cards in the set, like I said. There's 15 cards per pack times 36 packs. I think that's about 540 cards. So, I mean, you can obviously see that 540 into 792, it's not a one-to-one chance of finding a card. And then, of course, you do get doubles and triples of some cards. Like we got 3 Ray Fosse's. We got 2 Nolan Ryans. It's the way it goes. So sorry that we didn't find the Rickey Henderson. I'm really disappointed about that, but I hope that it was exciting for you guys to watch and to go through with me and look for that card. But we're not going to give up. We will probably hit up 1980 Tops again, get another authenticated box of this maybe a few months down the road or a year down the road and just try it again. And I'll try to keep looking around for packs from the 70s or authenticated wax boxes from the 70s. Tomorrow we have Fan Mail Friday, so I'm looking forward to that and chatting with you guys. I might do it live. I'm not really sure yet. It all depends on what time I get home tomorrow. I'll be going to the baseball game at PNC Park. So once again, thank you for watching this episode of Throwback Thursday. I hope you enjoyed the search for the Rickey Henderson rookie card. Sorry that we didn't find it. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you all tomorrow.